There you go, guys. Now we're going to sew this top. So first of all, let's make a couple changes here. So if you look at right here, we did import it with annotation here. So annotation here, we have the top front, we have sleeve left, and then we have top back, etc, etc. So we are going to simply unfold this so you can place them on the avatar later. To unfold it, we will use this edit pattern tool here, and I can simply right click, and then we want to come down here to unfold. We want to unfold symmetric editing with sewing. So this allows us to have the pattern link with one side to another right here. And we'll do the same with the back side. Click on the center line, right click, and then come down here, unfold with symmetric editing with sewing. And the same right here. So instead of do one by one, I'm going to simply click one on the center line, press on shift, click right here, right click, and then we want to unfold symmetric editing with sewing. All right, next we will do with this front part as well. Click one here, and then come over here, click right here, right click, and then unfold symmetric editing with sewing. All right, we also have a couple more things to do here as well, but I'm going to show you how to do it. See right here, we want to have a fewer points here as we can, so we don't have to worry about miss sewing or sewing too many times. So I will show you how to convert this point here. So by default, I already have my edit pattern tool here selected. By the way, guys, if we look at over here, anytime the tool that have this blue color, it means that tool is active. Okay, so I'm going to select that tool here and let my key select all these points. Right click, and we want to select convert to curve point, maintain curve. We'll do the same with these here. By the way, guys, to zoom in, simply scroll the mouse wheel forward, and to zoom out, scroll the mouse wheel backward. And here I'm going to my key select all these points, right click, and convert to curve point, maintain curve. All right, so now we have these points converted to curve. Next, we want to make a copy for the sleeve and the sleeve cuff. Simply use the pattern tool here, guys. Transform pattern tool, we use that all the time. Click on that, and then my key select both of the sleeve and the cuff. Then right click on it, and this time we are going to select clone symmetric pattern with sewing. Simply click on it, and over here we can either place over here or over here. I'm going to press on shift here. So shift allows us to place this pattern evenly from the pattern that we copy from. And then I'm going to click one to place it. All right, so here we go. Next, we are going to sew these. Before we're going to do that though, we want to place the pattern onto the avatar first. All right, this is important, guys. Before we continue doing anything else, we want to save this file, okay? Simply go to File, and then select Save as Project. And then we are going to name this Basic Knit Top. How about that? And then I'm going to, let's just copy that name in case. And then we will save it in the desktop here. So one more thing I want to mention, guys, if you want to save your CLO file, I normally create a folder for it, because when you save the CLO file, it's come with two files. One is the project's file and the other a PNG file. Okay, you'll see after we finish the project, it will show you. And then I'm going to create here and then click on save. And now the file are saved to the desktop. All right, so next, and after that, after we work on for a while, we can just command or control plus letter S to save our work constantly before or anything happen, we could lose the project. All right, so now we're going to place this pattern onto the avatar. To place the pattern onto the avatar, guys. All right, before we do that, let me show you one more thing here. So when I make a copy or unfold, everything is perfect here except the sleeve. So if I pan the workspace to the left here, so press on Option or Alt, then left click. So right here, you see the sleeve here, sleeve left, right? And if we come over here, now we see sleeve right. We want to change that. So simply use this annotation tool, guys. You can use this edit annotation tool or annotation tool. I prefer to use this because, look. So I'm going to click on here and then press on the delete or backspace on the keyboard to delete. Then I will use this pattern annotation tool here. Click one on there. Now I'm going to type in sleeve and then right. And then click one on the edit annotation tool here to get out of the tool. And I can click and then move it to the proper location. So that's another way to label the pattern. And it is important to label your pattern, especially when you make more like complicated pattern, like you have 50 pieces of pattern, you want to label it correctly. So it will make your job easier in the future when you want to rework or you want to ship it all to a factory. All right, so now let's place the pattern onto the avatar. To do that, let's go over here, use that transform tool. And I'm going to marquee, select all these pattern pieces. And we want to move them over here. Make sure that they're not stacked on top of the avatar here, because when we simulate, we want everything just stay pretty much on here. All right, so next we want to have the pattern the same, like mirror to this pattern on this side, the location part. You can either pick them up and then try to bring it over here, something like that, or you have the automatic arrangement tool here. You can click reset to the arrangement all. This allows you to arrange the pattern exactly as the 2D pattern location. And that's what we want. Next, come over here. I'm going to zoom in. Simply scroll the mouse wheel forward and pan it down. Press on option all here and then left click. We want to turn on arrangement point. Simply come over here to the display menu and then select this avatar one. And then come down here to show arrangement point, or you can press on Shift F as well. All right, so now simply place the front pattern first. So marquee select both of these pattern pieces, hover the mouse over, and you see the silhouette appear. Simply click one to place, and here this gizmo pop up. So guys, the gizmo allow you to click on that pattern and then move up and down, left and right, how you like, and right here. So if your gizmo doesn't look the same like mine, simply right click on the workspace, and then you can go change your gizmo right here. You can have like screen coordinate, local coordinate, or world coordinate, how you like. By default, I have screen coordinate on mine. So if you want to change to something else, it's up to you. And I'm going to simply click one here to get out. All right, so next we want to place the back side pattern. Simply marquee select both of the pattern pieces, hover the mouse over, and then the gizmo appear. Simply click and then drag it down a little bit right here. And then to rotate, simply pressing on Command or Control, right click to rotate, just like that. All right, so next we want to do the sleeve. I'm going to rotate hers again, which is Command or Control, right click. And this time, so if we look at right here, the sleeve, we have left sleeve. So left sleeve, we want to place it on this side right here. Imagine it should look this way. Now this sleeve right here, this is on the left. So this is the left sleeve here. All right, so I'm going to rotate her here. And this time I'm going to click on the sleeve only. And then hover the mouse over on top of the center on the arm. Then place, click one to place. All right, now the sleeve and the bodice looks really cool. We are going to begin sewing them. First of all, let's freeze the pattern that we don't sew them yet. So marquee select those pattern, right click, and we can either select freeze or select deactivate pattern only. I like to select freeze because it's simpler. And also we don't want to sew the sleeve cuff yet. Simply click on the sleeve cuff, press on shift, click on another one, right click, and then select freeze. So in this case, guys, remember what pattern that you freeze. So when you want to sew them, you want to unfreeze them first before you simulate them. It is easy to spot them if you look at over here to this 3D window. I'm going to press on option and all here and left click to open. See right here, the pattern that we freeze, you have the light blue color. So be sure to pay attention to those, okay?